The trailer started! I'm so excited! Mock me!
I will!
I am thy father's spirit. List, list, oh list! If thou didst ever thy dear father love, revenge his foul and most unnatural murder!
Murder!
'Tis given out that, sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. But know, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul! My uncle.
I, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon. Upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Hebena in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour. That was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours. I pray you, now receive them.
I never gave you aught.
You know right well you did. Take these again. For to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest? Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I love you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery! To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of no troubles, and by opposing end to them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks, that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consumption devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off into mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes the calamity of so long life. And you! How now? A rat? Dead for a second dead!
I am slain!
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed? Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother! As kill a king? Aye, liege, was my word. Thou wretched rash and shrewd fool, farewell! I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Thou findest to be too busy in some danger.
One woe doth tread upon another's heel, so fast they fall. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Oh, where?
There is a willow grows ascant the brook that shows his hoary leaves in the glassy stream. Therewith fantastic garlands did she make, with crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that liberal shepherds gave a grosser name. But our cold maids do dead men's figures call them.
It is natural for men to indulge in the illusions of hope. They tell us that we are weak, unable to cope with so formidable an adversary. But the battle is not for the strong alone. It is for the vigilant, the active, the brave. There is no retreat. We do not fight our battles alone. Our chains are forged. Their clanking may be heard on the plains of Boston. The war is inevitable. I know not what course others may take. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
That was so good! I need to see it! Go.
Good morning, and welcome to the Late Late Night Show. I don't remember my name. Hi, and welcome to the Late Late Night Show. I'm Jackie Duckett, and I'm here with Jay Quellen, star of the new and upcoming movie, Hamlet. Nice to see you, Jay Quellen. Yes, it's great.
It's a cold night on this late show.
Alright, so I have a few questions for you today. My first one is, was it hard for you to portray this role?
I have to say no. No, because I am a man, just like Hamlet is.
So how is playing this role different from all the other roles you've taken on?
Well, I definitely have to say it was a lot harder, more difficult. I don't know if you've seen me previously in my other roles, such as in Kazam with the Shaquille O'Neal. But definitely just had to question my masculinity a lot.
So obviously you had to get into character for this movie, so do you think you and Hamlet are alike in any way?
Yeah. Well, obviously we're both men. But my boy Hammy and I are like in many ways, I have to say. I oftentimes find myself also frustrated with the world. And when I'm in the shower and I'm lost in the depths of my mind, I can also have that same question, that great, pensive, pondering question. To be or not to be?
Wow, it's really profound. So do you feel pressures to live up to the standards surrounding this famous play?
Definitely not. I'm definitely better than the other Hamlets that have previously played Hamlet.
Agreed, yeah. So have you actually read the play?
To be completely honest, I haven't read the play, but I have spark noted it.
Really? That's all you did? You just spark noted it?
Well, I also use Schmoop and a great little website I love. It's called Lit Charts.
I feel like you probably could have done more for that, but...
Seriously? You're gonna be rude to me like that in our interview? I worked way too hard to be disrespected like this. Forgot my cup.
Alright, so we are moving on to our next interviewee. I have Beyonce here with me. She plays the role of Gertrude in the movie. Nice to have you here, Beyonce. Okay, great. So, did you enjoy taking on a role like Gertrude?
I mean, it was kind of challenging at first because I'm used to just singing all the time, like
Yes, single ladies,
singles,
yeah.
single ladies, you know. But after a while, I got used to this Shakespearean language, and it was quite easy.
Good, good. So, as you know, there's a lot of debate about Gertrude's character and whether or not she's a good mom. What do you think of Gertrude, and how are you trying to portray her?
Honestly, Gertrude cares about the public opinion more than her own family. And this is seen when she decides to marry her dead husband's brother and then disregards Hamlet's feelings, which is very insensitive. Yeah, this setting was just very male-oriented, and women in this time period didn't have much of a say. So once old King Hamlet dies, I think Gertrude feels the need to have a man in her life, which is why she goes straight to Claudius without consideration for anyone else.
Interesting. All right, so as I previously asked Jay Quillen, don't storm out on me now. Have you actually read the play?
No!
Anything?
No.
All right, great. Well, thank you very much, Beyonce, for being on our show. It's great meeting. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's enough. All right, moving on to our next cast member. I have Stacey Nelson here with me today, who plays Ophelia in the movie Hamlet.
It is a true honor to be here.
Oh, it's an honor to have you. So the female characters in the play are fairly underwritten in comparison to the men. Did that make it more difficult for you to understand Ophelia as a character?
I think it's really hard, considering that there's a lot of interpretation involved with her as a character. It kind of made it hard to portray her in certain ways and understand her fully, but it led it to be an interesting role.
So Ophelia doesn't really have a mother figure in the play. Do you think that affects her emotionally?
You know, I definitely think it does. She really just has no one to turn to, and a mother figure would have really helped her be more emotionally stable and probably not be crazy once her father died, but she didn't have that in the play, and it was very sad and like pretty hard to like evoke her emotion properly.
Right. So was it hard to portray Ophelia after her father's death when she goes crazy, especially following strong actresses such as Kate Winslet?
Well, you know, I don't know if you can tell from my role, but I'm an amateur actress. I know, I fooled you. I know. But I think it was definitely hard to be compared to these like amazing actresses. But I don't know about you, but I think I did a stellar job.
Definitely stellar.
Thanks.
So I've been asking all of the cast the same question. So did you read the play?
Funny story about that, actually. Shout out to Miss Hyde, 12th grade English class, E period, actually, and I have a great memory. She actually made us read this play, and that's when I fell in love with the characters, especially Ophelia. And it was an honor to play this role.
That's great. It's great to hear. All right, we also have the director of the film with us here today, Tim Burton. It's lovely to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to have me here.
To have you be here. So what made you choose to direct this play over all of Shakespeare's other plays?
Well, personally, Hamlet is my favorite play written by Shakespeare, and it is the most challenging because of the diversity of the characters, and also it's the longest play. So I thought that it would give me a challenge to work with, but I think I did pretty well.
Great. Was it hard for you to portray the play in film form?
Yes and no. It was difficult to choose which parts in the play were more important because, for example, the soliloquies can be way too long and we will have to be, me as the director has to take out a lot of the lines. But it is harder for the actors and actresses to portray their character because they have to show emotion and not just say the words.
All right, that's a wrap on our interview session here on the Late Night Show. Make sure you go and see Hamlet in theaters this coming summer.